Whenever.
It's the Milsey and Keza show. Milsey and Keza show. Milsey and Keza show. Milsey and Keza show.
Brilliant.
That was Ashton's contribution to our theme song.
Well, it is our 20th episode, so that needed a bit of fanfare, I feel.
That's actual synchronicity right there.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
20th episode, 20th conversation, 20th recorded conversation, probably the 20,000th conversation, but
right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because we decided that we normally because we normally do a chat before we go before we hit record, and we end up thinking our chats were so good we should record the chats before the show starts.
Yeah.
So we haven't even really chatted.
No idea.
Let's go.
Yep. We've got no idea what we're talking about. Well, I kind of have a few ideas of what we're going to talk about, because like I'm always full of ideas. As soon as Milsey says, right, podcast episode, I'm like, right, what are we going to talk about? And it's just usually, I think we should start a segment. Yeah. Because I think we're at that stage of the podcast relationship now where we have segments, and it should be called What's the Buzz? And that could be
what's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me. That one?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Who sings that? What's the buzz?
Is that Hair or
what's the buzz? Yeah, I think it's Hair. It could be Hair. I don't know. Anyway, but we could call it What's the Buzz, and we could just talk about what is like taking up a lot of our mental space and what's going on in our world in this particular present moment in time, because we get slightly, being manifesting generators, I think both of us, we get slightly obsessed by certain things at certain times, and we'll be obsessed for about 2 weeks at a time and then we're off it.
Yes. I've got a few new obsessions, so bring it on. Let's go.
Excellent. Well, what's the buzz for me? Taylor Swift. Oh my friggin' God. That Fate of Ophelia song has been the earworm in my brain for the last 2 days. I'm obsessed with it. I just love, first of all, I'm going to be loud and proud. I love Taylor Swift. I don't actually know a lot of her songs. I know the Shake It Off and but I don't know a lot of her stuff.
Yeah,
but
same.
I just love who she is and what she stands for. Just her whole vibe. So I just love her. And so I thought I'm just going to have a little listen to the album on the way home from work. Listen to it. I thought, oh, that's okay. Then I watched the film clip for, or they call it video these days, the video.
Music video.
Yeah, the music video. And
show me you're in your 40s without telling me you're in your 40s.
I know, right?
A film clip. Yeah.
Is it on the MTV? And I love it. It's beautifully done, and I'm obsessed. And it actually got me thinking, because the whole song is about, Taylor and Travis's affair, because of course she's newly engaged to Travis Kelce, I think is how you say it, from the Kansas City
Cowboys.
No, Cowboys are Dallas. Raiders is Los Angeles. I don't know. Anyway, Kansas City, whoever they are, right?
Yeah.
And it just got me to thinking a little bit about how their relationship has kind of evolved, and how it's been really, really nice to watch. And the difference between this relationship and all of her other relationships that she's had, because she's obviously been a bit bamboozled and a bit, I don't know, not been herself in a lot of relationships, and has been sort of dumped, and, she's gone through a fair bit relationship-wise, right? And it just kind of made me think about what landed the deal, what cut the deal for me and my husband. And I'd be interested to hear in what cut the deal for you and Ash as well. But I think the difference is, because me and Taylor are just so similar, is with both Mark and with Travis and Taylor, there was a complete lack of bullshit.
Yes. Authenticity?
Yes, because Travis was on his podcast, he was like, I love Taylor Swift. I want to date you. Please, I just want to be alone with you for half an hour. Just give me a chance. He was loud and proud. He knew what he wanted and he just went for it. And that's exactly what happened with Mark. Like I had been through, probably about a year and a half, 2 years of like just seeing people on and off, meeting guys at bars and stuff, seeing them for, a month or two and then it falling off because just it's always, there was always this kind of caginess around them. It's always this half in, half out energy of like not wanting to quite commit, but not wanting to not commit either. And it was just, you never quite knew where you stood and you were always like, well,
But they also want options.
exactly. And it's like, well,
Uh,
are we or aren't we? And like, I'd be getting introduced as not the girlfriend, but the girl I'm seeing to like
uh,
friends and it was just like, and it was like, when I finally thought to myself, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm just going to be myself 100%. And if they don't like it, they can bugger off. Because as I found out, there's plenty of other fish in the sea. Then,
yeah.
boom, Mark comes along and complete lack of BS. He was like, I want you. After 3 days, he's like, I'm in love with you. And it was just like, oh, a breath of fresh air. I know exactly where I stand. I know
Mm.
exactly how he feels. And I can just be myself and it's all okay. And I
And
think
that's quite intoxicating, isn't it?
it
When you can
is. It
actually
is.
like, oh, this is something new.
Yeah, because you can relax then because it's like, okay, he's not going anywhere. There's none of that sort of fear of abandonment kind of thing.
Right, right.
And I mean, I'm sure I would have handled it if he did, but it was like he's not going anywhere kind of thing. And he's in it for the long haul and he's in it like for in my bads as well as my goods, in my uglies as well as my
Yeah,
pretties. So he was there for all of it straight away. And it was like I feel like that's kind of what the thing was with Taylor and Travis as well. Travis was just like, you know what? I want you. Give me a chance. I'm here for it. I'm not going anywhere. And I think Taylor was just like, you know what? Yes. Yes, thank God. And I can try and finally, and she's obviously done a lot of growing as well. To become
yeah,
Taylor Swift, I imagine, was a pretty freaking rough ride. But
yeah.
yeah, I was just seeing the correlations in the relationship, and I'm like, oh man, Taylor, we like that. Me and Tay Tay, like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I know people like to poo-poo her a lot, and a lot of people think it's fun to bag her. And
Mm.
thought, and whether it's to me, this is not about the music because I'm neither here nor there. Like I quite yet like you, like I don't know most of her songs. I
Mm-hmm.
know the ones that they play on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't listened to the new album,
Mm-hmm.
but I sounds like I need to.
You
Um,
could at least watch the
but I
video.
really admire how she shows up. I
Yeah.
really admire that. She has done 3 hour concerts in the rain. She
Mm-hmm.
doesn't keep fans waiting. She just keeps showing up. And I think she's such an excellent role model
Mm-hmm.
for younger women
Mm-hmm.
that I
Yeah.
would be quite happy if my kids were Swifties. They're sort of not, but that
Yeah.
I'd be not a problem. Whereas some of these so-called, you know, people role models, it's like, oh, I don't like certain
Mm-hmm.
personality aspects that they
Yeah.
display, but I
Yeah.
think she's a very high quality
Yeah.
celebrity.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
100% with you. I think because her values are there. Like she said that she was talking about, as you said, she performed in the rain and she said I listened to her in an interview and she was like, she goes, in that 2 year period where I was doing 3.5 hour long shows, she said, my mentor, Stevie Nicks, said, she
Oh,
said, do not let anything get in the way of my show. So she goes, anarchy and chaos can reign everywhere, but I am on that stage when I'm meant to be on that stage, over delivering, performing what I'm supposed to. Do not let anything get in the way of that. So keep
yeah,
yourself well, keep yourself healthy, do what
yeah,
you need to do, hell or high water, get on that stage when you need to be. And I thought that's friggin'
yeah.
that's a really good value.
Because that was a very grueling tour that she did
That was
for
like 2 years. 2 years
years
she was doing it, yeah.
of probably what 3 or 4 shows a week.
Yeah, easily back to back because she would have. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how you hire out NRL stadiums yet,
yeah,
but we'll get there in our career, obviously. But but yeah, like you'd have to once everything was set up, you'd sort of have to bang out the shows, I guess, so they
yeah,
can put it all down again for the next weekend's thing, I guess. So
yeah.
Yeah, crazy
and
stuff.
so supportive of other women. No,
Yes,
you
yeah,
see her in the crowd at the award ceremonies, and
yeah.
like
And
when
she
Miley,
knows,
when Miley won her first Grammy, and Taylor's there,
yeah,
fist
and
pumping
she
for
knows
her.
their songs as well. So she's
Yeah.
obviously listened to their stuff. Yeah, and she's um a big role model, I guess, for reciprocity as well. So she will shout people out and they will shout back. So she knows that what she gives, she's going to get back
Mm.
tenfold as well, whether she actually consciously realizes that or not, but or she's just a
Mm.
good person and does it. But yeah, just that reciprocity of I'll give to you and I know that I'll get back, but just because she wants to as well. So yeah, it's she's just a quality person.
Mm.
Yeah, who I'm sure that if you know if we were to meet, I'm sure we'd be great friends. So Taylor, if you're listening to this, which I'm sure you will be at some
Yes,
stage, yeah, give
yes,
me a call. Yeah,
yes.
PM
Uh,
us. Love to have you on the show.
yeah, friend of the show, Taylor Swift,
Yeah,
with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs.
The
That's it.
Chiefs.
Thank
So
you.
Chief Travis is
Yes,
welcome too.
absolutely. Yes. Now, what was the clincher for you and Ash?
Similar, I think. I'd come out of a 7-year relationship and felt that that person who I think I was with since I was like 18 through to 25. So it's a very
Mhm. Yes,
formative
years. Yeah.
part of what a healthy relationship looks like.
Mm.
And he really struggled to share his feelings, share his emotions.
Hmm.
So I used to, we'd bought a house together, all sorts of stuff. So we were definitely like we were doing the de facto thing effectively.
Mm.
And I used to tell him I loved him, and he couldn't say it back. He
Mm.
struggled. He really, I think he told me, I think 3 times in 7 years, and you could
Wow.
tell he was not comfortable with that.
Yeah.
And so I just thought, and I wanted the whole get married, have kids, the progression thing.
Hmm.
And he kind of said, I don't see myself doing that. I thought,
Mm. So what are we
uh,
doing here then? That's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He said he doesn't want to break up, but he doesn't want to progress either. And I'm like,
Mm.
no,
Mm.
no.
Mm.
Okay. And I'm like, seeing the lovely relationship my parents have, still very much in love after 55 years of marriage. And I'm thinking, I want to know where I'm going. I want to know where I'm heading. And he was supportive, and, we had good times and all the rest of it. But I thought, you know what? I need to dial this up a notch or I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it wasn't, I never did the ultimatum or anything like that, but it was getting clear that we didn't want the same things. So I thought, that's fine.
Mm.
So
Mhm.
that was a very hard breakup. And because we never fell out of love. Well,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So,
It seems like it was a very sort of mediocre, lukewarm kind of
mm,
relationship from what you're saying because only because I can relate to it because I was in a very similar relationship from the age of like 19 to 21. It was very he wouldn't say I love you. It was like we're living
yeah,
together, but like yeah, where was it going? It was very
yeah.
strange
In
relationship.
retrospect, I can see he displayed love in different ways. Like,
Mm.
I can see that now. He
Yeah,
was doing his best, but it wasn't what I needed at the time. So,
yeah.
anyway, so that ended, and I was single for a little while. And I was actually about to go to Japan. Have I told you the story before?
No, you
I
might have.
wanted to, I was a bit like, oh, I don't know where my job's going. I don't, need to get over this breakup. And I did Japanese all through high school to year 12. Can barely
Hmm.
say a word of it now, mind you, but I was going to go to Japan to be an English teacher
Hmm.
because they were advertising in the newspaper at the time
Uh-huh.
for we need people like English speakers to come over and teach Japanese kids how to speak English. I thought I
Yeah.
could do that. There was
Yeah.
no teaching prerequisite. You just had to be willing.
Hmm.
Bought my luggage, was applying for my passport. A friend of mine said, "Oh, I've got this new neighbor that do you want to meet?" I'm like, "Oh, no, that's not what I'm here for." Any like, no. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
she did this setup type thing, and of course it was Ash, wasn't it? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and yeah, I didn't go to Japan. So,
Yeah. Oh my God.
but
Yeah.
he very quickly, he was affectionate, which the other guy wasn't. He
Mm-hmm.
was very quickly told me that I think I'm falling in love with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, about 2 weeks in, like didn't say I like that was a bit weird to say I love you
Yeah.
that quick, but he said I think I'm falling in love with you.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I just felt after really not feeling loved for
Mm-hmm.
years,
Yeah.
that was very attractive to me
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
loved in this new way. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess that was the
That
is
was the deal
what the
breaker.
point of.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
so again, there is a bit of a theme of lack of BS in there as well. But
yeah,
our stories are very similar because
yeah.
I had similar kind of relationship, where like he's very sort of emotionally disconnected. I never knew what he was thinking. I never knew if he was all in or if it was just convenient, and he was just following the life path that he thought he should be down, even though he didn't necessarily want to be there. It's in hindsight, that's what I was thinking he was at.
Right.
And interestingly, like he's still single now. So, like, I don't know if he's ever really found who he is or what he's, when it comes to relationships, etc. Um,
Mm.
but yeah, I was going to go to Saudi when I met Mark as well and
Oh,
didn't
right.
end up going. Yeah, I was going to work in Saudi as a nurse for a year. And yeah, didn't end up going because I ended up meeting him. So,
Yeah.
yeah, just very similar
There you
tales, isn't
go.
it? But I
Yeah.
think it gets to the point when you're in a relationship like yours and mine was, even though we didn't probably consciously choose it or recognize it, it's like I actually deserve someone who's all in, and I don't feel like you are.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I
So
didn't have the words back then when I was 24, 25, because
yeah,
you know, I knew it wasn't the right thing, but I didn't really have the words how to explain
mm.
it. So
Yeah,
we broke up.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's,
Okay.
yeah, I like the, yeah, lack of bullshit, authenticity, being
Yeah.
able to, being unapologetically in alignment.
Yeah, and knowing you're
Yeah.
worth someone going all in as well, because there is no love without trust, and if you can't trust that that person is going to be there thick and thin, doesn't have one foot out the door,
Mm,
like if you can't trust that, then you can't really go all in on the relationship, really, can
mm,
you? Like on paper and on the outside, everything looks good, but there would be, if I was to keep on pursuing that, there would have been like a nagging thing within me that's like, this isn't what it's meant to be like, you know?
yeah.
Hmm. Anyway,
Yeah.
there you go. So
There
yeah,
you go.
so that's what's the buzz with me is Taylor Swift, and the Fate of Ophelia song is my little earworm.
All
So
right.
that's the
I'm
buzz with
writing that
me.
down. I'm going to have to listen to that one.
Yeah, no, you got to watch the video. You got to watch the video. It's incredible.
Okay.
You'll be wanting to do the little dance moves and the like. It's very very cool. It's very very cool. So, what's the buzz with you? You were showing me something just before we came on.
Oh, I've
Tell me.
got two things that I'm friggin' loving right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I've got a book I need to talk to you about.
Oh yes,
But this little thing, I got this, so I really wish you could hear it.
I
It's
can kind of hear it. It's like.
I'm not sure. Where's my microphone? Are you hearing that? I'm not
No.
sure where. All right. Anyway, I bought this in Nashville. So
Oh
Michelle
yeah.
Chalfont was selling these.
Mm-hmm.
So um, so it's an absolutely gorgeous chime. It's a
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. So you could hang it and it could go in the breeze. But what she does with it, and what I packed this away on a shelf and I forgot about it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just realized I've got it again. So what she does, so you put it around yourself, and
I
it's a
can
bit,
kind of
like,
hear it. It's kind of ding-a-ling-a-linging.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
beautiful. And so you do it around yourself, and it sort of clears.
Mm.
So you know how like singing bowls or
Yeah, I've got.
tuning forks and stuff, like the sound vibration.
Don't know if you can hear that.
No, I can't.
No. Yeah, but yeah, same. Yeah.
So when I've just when I sit down for a session, like to be grounded and centered and not bring any of my
Stuff.
stuff into a session. You
Mm-hmm.
need to be completely neutral and grounded so that you can.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes when you got all your tabs open and you're thinking about the washing and the um,
Oh,
dinner. Oh, we swapped.
that was weird. Sorry. The
Oh,
universe wants to say something. The little hand just popped up out of
oh.
nowhere.
So that's weird. Yeah, so I need to, that's a really quick way just to clear off anything that is not serving me right now so I can be all in on something, on a session, or just clearing some negative energy. So I found that over the weekend, and I just am practically walking around with it. And you can do it like clear your house, like, because I'm very much into energy of the space.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've got my clearing mists and cleansing mists rather, and I've quite often got my aroma diffuser or incense burning or something, just to
Mm-hmm.
doors and windows open, fresh air. So I love just
Excellent.
energetically clearing your space is
Excellent.
a fabulous thing to do.
Excellent.
Love that.
Are they called bell chimes, or what are they called?
Uh, Maybe, I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know. I've seen it because I want to buy more actually. I've seen little bamboo ones, so I was thinking on Amazon. So I was thinking of getting
Mm-hmm.
them. Yeah,
Yeah.
this has got. So there's actually on this hangy bit.
Yeah.
There's a little. I can see a glass bead, and
Mm-hmm.
there's little metal sticks that go up
Okay.
all around it. So it's the glass hitting the metal sticks, but it's
Okay.
just such a beautiful sound.
Mm-hmm.
The other, what's the buzz? I think I told you about this book.
Yeah.
Oh, it's called A
Yes.
Hypnotist Journey to Avalon.
Yes.
So this woman, Sarah Breskman Cosme, was a
Mm-hmm.
guest on the Michelle Chalfont Adult Chair podcast. I think I was back in February. And
Mm-hmm.
before the podcast had even ended, I've already ordered the book because I just
Yeah.
knew I had to. Anyway, so by the time it arrived and by the time I got to it, I don't have a lot of time to read books anymore, but I just devoured this one.
Yeah.
And so she's a hypnotist that does the Dolores Cannon QHHT stuff.
Yep. QHHT. Yep.
Yes, so quantum healing hypnotism therapy, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Bloody brilliant. And
Mm-hmm.
past lives. So all of her. So this book is basically transcripts of the sessions that she has with various people, and all of her clients all had some kind of ties back to Avalon. And she's done other books. She's done one about Atlantis and one about the Sphinx.
Okay.
And so it's like her role to play on Earth is to gather these stories to get it out to the wider world. So when she's like, oh my gosh, all of my clients are bringing up Avalon or a connection to it through, so Merlin plays a part, King Arthur plays a part, so a lot of the round table sort of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. That sort of
Um,
medieval type.
yeah, yeah. But anyway, it's incredible.
Eh?
So of course I want a session, don't I? So I looked up and there's a lady here in Adelaide who I'm seeing tomorrow. I've got a session booked in tomorrow
Yep.
to do this past life regression, speaking so you can speak to your higher self.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's told me get a list of questions ready, be prepared
Yes.
to be here for like 5 to 7
Yes.
hours.
Yes. It's a whole
Bring
thing.
us,
I've done one. I've done
yeah.
one. I told you.
Ah,
I did one. So my friend Bianca Brewer was doing
oh, was this a few years ago?
this was probably, yeah, maybe a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I think I remember now. You
Yeah,
saying you did a
yeah.
past life thing. You and Mark were
Yeah.
having an
So
affair in a past life or something, was it?
yeah, we were. Yeah, it was crazy. So
Yeah, awesome.
in this whole regression, so yeah, same deal. I had to answer like a whole heap of questions, like what is it that you want to know? Like you need to have about 5 questions that you want to find
Oh,
out.
I've got about 20 questions.
Yeah. So there needs to be like an intention
Yes.
behind it. And yeah, I wasn't prepared. I didn't know what was going to go on in this session. So I was like, oh, okay, questions. And so I thought, well, I'd love to know if there's any sort of blocks around money or abundance
Right.
coming in. Would love to know, did I know my partner? Do I know, my kids? Like, what did I have any connection with
Yeah.
them in past lives? That sort of thing. So I went under, and she goes, it's gonna be strange, because she goes, it's not what you think it's gonna be. It felt to me like I was making up a story, but it was just coming out of me, and I was just sort of making it up. But I was making it up, but it has to come from somewhere, right?
Yes.
It does come from your imagination, because it comes from within you. So it sounds like you're making up a story, and you are making up a story, but it's a story that's obviously
It's
happened
it's in the
before.
subconscious.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm lying there and I'm going under, and it was very, yeah, it was a very interesting experience. So long story short, I went back to a time around, the Wild West. I don't know what year. She was asking me what year it was, and I was like, I don't know. Like, I'm thinking around 1800, where,
Okay.
and I'm thinking like a tobacco sort of farm, or like a plantation type southern.
So American?
Yeah, yeah, I feel it
Okay.
was American, and I'm thinking the Wild Wild West. It was
But
dusty, like it was
yeah.
like Tombstone kind of, one street, horse and cart, all that sort of thing. And I had like a big
Oh.
a big dress on, and I felt that the help around me was very beneath me, and I had a very nice dress on, and I remember going through the shops, shopping for fabrics for new dresses. And then I went to a time there was like a carnival on of some sort. It was like, just not like the royal show, but like
Hmm.
just, a carnival where there was rides. People were knocking balls with bottles over it, that sort of thing. And I met up with someone behind one of these sort of stalls, and we didn't have sex, but like we were pashing on a bit, which would have been very risque for back in the day, obviously.
Yeah.
A woman of my stature wouldn't have been busted with like a regular cowboy behind whatever, right? And so we were kind of that. And so I remember coming away from it, but someone must have seen us, because when I got home, all hell sort of broke loose. My parents were like, my mum didn't say much, but my dad was obviously a very powerful, overbearing man. Said, not seeing him again, you're marrying whoever. Don't even know what his name was. Let's say Earl. I don't know, Earl, Errol, I think his name was.
My name is Errol.
My name is Earl, or Errol. As said, no, you're marrying him, was a much older, ugly, fat, smelly man, but very
Mm,
rich.
mm,
And I never saw this person again. Now, I had a felt sense that that person was Mark, that I was sort of
mm,
having a little pash with behind the whatever it
mm.
was. Never saw him again. I had a feeling that he either maimed or was murdered.
Oh,
Yeah, so he
as
was,
punishment?
yeah, he was
Ah.
disappeared. He was disappeared. And then I ended up marrying this tyrant of a man. Had 2 children. Ended up leaving like in the middle of the night with like a toddler and a baby. Ran
Mm.
off to a place where he could never find me, and lived out the rest of my days kind of as a single mum, just getting by. There was something about a school around as well. I don't know if I was teaching, or I was a teacher at a school, or something along those lines. And I died an old woman in my bed with my daughter sitting next to me.
Oh.
So yeah, so I had a feeling that the guy who I was trying to run off with was Mark. The guy who I married was my son.
Oh.
Yeah. And that was kind of like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that, because because I'm quite limited in what I can do with my son, and same sort of like behaviors there as well. So there's obviously a lesson in that, but the lesson around the money was, um, the reason why I block money and why money isn't like
Yep.
pouring in is because money was a prison to me,
Mm.
because I came from a rich family, but they trapped me and they made me do what they wanted me to do, not what I wanted to do. And then I got married off for a rich husband, but that was a prison to me.
Mm.
So that was kind of why I held it back. So
Yes.
very interesting experience to go through.
Can I join a dot for you here? This
Please.
instantly jumped out at me.
Mm-hmm.
If Earl
Mm-hmm.
and Ashton are the
Mm-hmm.
same soul inside,
Mm-hmm.
if that's sort of where we're going with that.
Yeah.
They're both here to teach you strength
Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah. Yeah.
and show you who you can be.
Mm. Resilience and boundaries.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, quite
I
possibly.
love that. So
And
I,
yeah,
yeah,
unconditional love as well to a certain
yes,
point because I didn't, it's interesting that what came to me is I didn't need to love him in that life, but I have to love him in this life because he's my
yes,
son.
yes,
So it's interesting. So it's the same kind of like behaviors and challenges, but I have no choice but to stay with him in this life because he is my child.
yes.
So there's
Whereas you had the option to leave
to
then, but you
run, and
don't now.
I did. So maybe there was that element of unfinished business.
You hadn't,
Ooh.
whatever it was he was here to teach you last time, because you left, that wasn't completed. So he's back again and you can't get away. So you have to learn it this time.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. That's juicy.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't actually piece that together that I couldn't run. I remember telling my coaching clients about it when I had it done and remember making the link between Errol or Earl, whatever his name was, and
Yep.
Ashton. And it was like, I have to love him in this lifetime. And I remember Nikki was in there. Nikki's like, oh my God, I just got chills. I just got chills. Like, she's like, oh, that's like, wow. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah,
Oh, I love
yeah,
that.
obviously.
Because my understanding that I've come to over the last few years is, our soul, our spark, our essence
Hmm.
is eternal.
Hmm.
And we have these buddies in the, I don't know whether you want to call it the afterlife or in the source. And so we've made this soul agreement
Hmm.
that, so this is what soulmates are.
Yeah.
So over the lives, we're going to come into contact for a reason, for a season, for a lifetime, all those things. So this person, like we've made an agreement that
Hmm.
I love you enough to give you the lesson that you need. So
Yeah.
I might be a prick this lifetime because I
Yeah.
love you so much. I want you to understand this lesson
Yes.
because in the source life, it is all light and love.
Yes.
So to give
Yeah.
someone a hard time, it's like, I love you enough to do that for you.
Yeah. I love you enough to be the bad guy in this
Yes,
lifetime for you.
because how you're not going to understand or learn the lesson
Yeah. Yeah.
without that push.
Right. I have actually heard that from oh, what's her name? Oh, I forget her name now. Emma Romano. I attended one of her master classes, and she was saying that when she was doing some past life trauma healing, same thing. She there was a lady who started weeping, and she was like, "Oh my God, my parents loved me so much that they agreed to be the bad guys in this lifetime to give
Yes.
me the lessons and the opportunities that I have in this lifetime." So, yeah, everything is even when it looks like it's shit handed to you in a basket, it's actually
Mm.
there's something in it.
It's
So
there for you.
yeah.
And we keep making the same mistakes until we've learnt that lesson.
Hmm.
So that's why you can have maybe that person is a boss who treats you terribly
Hmm.
because somehow you got drawn to that because of that soul connection that you've got with that person. I will be the one to teach you that lesson because I love you so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though you hate their guts in this lifetime, but but
Yeah.
it's a soul agreement with your soulmate.
Hmm.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so we've got lots of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's not just one soulmate. They're all
Yeah.
over the
And
we
it's not
all into each
necessarily
other.
a romantic thing. A
No.
soul, it's a soul agreement.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. I could see you, me, Kathy, Nat
Yes.
doing a little like wild dance around a campfire in our witches' hats and like we'll
Absolutely.
probably
So
like
I can't
we'll scream
wait
off.
tomorrow for this session. And she said, bring a USB stick because they record it and then
Yeah.
you listen back. And so I've got my questions. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm so
Yeah. Yeah.
excited to um, uh, know all about past lives and ancestral stuff and
Mhm.
talking to your higher self
Yeah.
is oh, I can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll
It's
report back next time.
so interesting. So interesting.
Yeah.
It kind of goes against the whole like Bashar, there's a lot of spiritual teachers that say that everything is happening all at once as well. So I have a little bit
Yes.
of a dichotomy in my mind as well as like, what is a past life? And if everything is here and now, then where do past lives kind of fit in with it? So that's another little thing
Yeah.
I need to get into my mind as well. Maybe it's another timeline that we're jumping and we've got insight into, I guess. I'm not sure. But
Mm.
interesting. Well, yeah, just another thing that's, we'll probably have an answer when we're dead and up in spirit world and it will all just come to us.
Yeah. And then we can be, so when we in our next life, we can
Mm.
be the ones saying, come over here, go.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Come back to the wild, wild west. Let's be
How
excellent.
exciting. I know, that's so cool. I love hearing
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
going to be very
So,
cool.
yeah, so the book, A Hypnotist's Journey to Avalon, is the one that I've just finished, and I freaking loved it.
Excellent, excellent.
Yes. Yes.
Cool beans. Well, I'm still on the reality surfing book. This
I'm
this
not surprised. That thing is huge.
thumper. Look at it. It's
It's a phone book.
gigantic. Yeah, it's a big one. So I'm not actually reading it, but I am listening to it, and I'm just trusting that whenever I jump on YouTube, the right chapter that I need to hear is going to pop up. So
Yeah.
because yeah, like yourself, I don't sit and read anymore. Like I feel like, and this is probably something I need to work through. I feel like I should be doing other things,
Yeah.
sitting there reading it. Like when I'm listening, I'm driving or I'm doing something else. So yeah,
Yeah, I put my headphones on and either listen to Nat Live or a podcast while I'm cooking dinner or ironing or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah,
if I can do something with my hands while I'm listening, I feel
yeah.
like that's an okay way to spend my time.
Yeah, I know. It's like we need permission, isn't it, to just read for the sake of reading.
Which I used to do for hours a day.
Yeah, yeah.
Love reading.
So yeah, it's interesting what we do for permission. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Excellent. All right. Do we have a
Yeah.
scenario
I
this week?
do. I do. I've got a good one actually.
Excellent. So this is
I was
you're
just
hearing it with me live.
yeah, again,
Yes.
because we didn't chat pre-show, normally I'd send it to her and say, what do you think? Should we do this one?
Yeah. Okay. But just
Let
hit
me
me
just
with it. So this is spur of the moment, live action coaching.
all right.
Which is what pretty much every coaching session is really. We don't get
Pretty
words
much. Well, yeah,
already.
we don't know what we're going to get.
Nah.
All right. So Anonymous.
Oh God, anonymous. Red hot mess anonymous.
Anonymous has got two sons.
Okay.
Robbie is 16 and Cameron is 8.
Mm-hmm.
Robbie had an awards banquet for his team and the entire family went. Every
Mm-hmm.
year they have a raffle with a bunch of different prizes. I bought both my sons a roll of tickets each and I told them to put it in for whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron had two things he really wanted, a Lego kit and a remote control car. And
Mm-hmm.
he put all of his tickets in for those two prizes.
Mm-hmm.
There was another boy there, probably a little younger than Cameron. Cameron's 8, just a
Mm-hmm.
reminder,
Mm-hmm.
and was running around saying that he was going to win the remote control car. That's the only thing he wanted. And everyone was just smiling, going, oh, yeah, we'll see, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Come time for the raffle, Cameron won the Lego kit.
Mm-hmm.
A few draws later, and he also wins the remote control car. Well
Ah,
done, Cameron.
well, way to manifest, Cameron.
I know. When the other little boy's parents explained to their son that he didn't win, he
Mm-hmm.
broke down in a huge tantrum where
Mm-hmm.
he was screaming and crying. His dad had to carry him out because he was causing a disturbance.
Mm-hmm.
So we were sitting with two other families at our table, and one told Cameron he should give the car to the little boy. Cameron said no.
Mm-hmm.
They looked at me for backup, and I said, well, it's his choice.
Mm-hmm.
I changed the subject, and the little boy did return. He came by our table a couple of times, but didn't say anything. He just stared at the car, which was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Later, a friend of mine said a few others felt Cameron should have given the little boy the car as he'd already won something. And I said, this is just how raffles work, and it's a good lesson for the kids.
Yeah.
There are times my sons haven't won things from raffles or similar events. They've all learned young, it's all up to luck.
Mm-hmm.
So keep in mind, I've never heard from the parents of the child. I know the mum in passing, as our older sons have hung out for a while, but not all that well.
Mm-hmm.
And my husband wonders if we should have encouraged Cameron to give it away, whereas, and he was getting a lot of pressure from other people there to give the
Mm.
prize away.
Yeah.
So she's asking, am I wrong for saying no or for not making him?
Yeah. Hell
That
no.
is it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely not. Tough life lesson for what was that? The younger kid was 6, did you say?
8. Oh, so the son was 8,
Was 8, yep.
and the boy who wanted the car who didn't get it was younger than 8, so maybe
Yeah.
around 6. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I think it's a tough lesson for the 6-year-old, but like if they were to have convinced the young boy,
Mm-hmm.
what was the 8-year-old
Cameron.
Cameron? If they were to have convinced Cameron to give in, which this happens all the time amongst siblings, doesn't it? Like older siblings always have to give the younger siblings the thing just to keep them quiet.
Mm.
So that would have had Cameron questioning his worth. If someone puts on a big enough display, do I then need to cave in? So,
Mm-hmm.
what they've actually done is given Cameron a massive gift by showing him that he is allowed to hold his boundaries, which is going to serve him very, very well when he gets older. And it's going to serve the younger child to hear, like, yep, you didn't get the car. I know you really, really wanted it, but sometimes that's the way life is. And I know it's hard and I know it sucks. And yes, I'm with you. I'm here with you for it. But
Mm-hmm.
Cameron won the car fair and square.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just sometimes the way things go. So yeah, I'm 100% behind the mum.
Yeah.
I think she's made the right choice.
So we see this in supermarkets and in other places where a child will have a tantrum because there's something they want, and for whatever reason they can't have it.
Mm-hmm.
The lolly, the toy, you see it in the toy aisles at Kmart when they've decided that they've fixated on this particular thing, but they're not going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
And you see it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And there are parents who give in, and
Mm-hmm.
there are parents who basically walk away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think there needs to be definitely a combination of the two. Like, because if Cameron had given that child that toy, what does then that teach the younger kid? Oh, okay, if I really amp it up, I'm going to get it. So instead of just, and like, I mean, tough lesson for a 6-year-old, obviously, they can't, regulate their emotions, etc.
Mm.
But yeah, let the kid have the tantrum, but be with them in the tantrum. Say, yeah, I know this is unfair. I know this feels like it sucks. I
Mm.
know. So there needs to be a little bit of a balance between like standing your ground and maintaining your boundaries. So if your child is having like a meltdown in the middle of Kmart, and it's like, no, you can't have it. It's a $40 toy that looks like it cost about $3 to make. But like sort of, and just saying it's a no, and saying, yeah, I know it sucks. Instead of abandoning them and walking away, being with them and go, yeah, I know this sucks, mate. I know this sucks. I know you hate me right now. I get it. I get it. I do. But we're just going to stay here until, until you've settled it down a bit. And I wish I'd known this stuff when I did have kids that were going to
Right.
be having tantrums um, in the middle of shopping centres. And I wish that I actually had a child that, had an IQ above 50 that would actually be able to understand
That
when
you
I
could
was.
reason with. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because with Ashton, unfortunately, he doesn't have the capacity to reason because it's just not within him. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, had I a normal neurotypical child in the younger,
Mm-hmm.
all this stuff I wish I'd known sooner.
Oh,
Like
same.
all of the
Yep.
things that my kids
Yep.
are probably going to be explaining to a psychologist later on in life is just yeah phenomenal. But yeah, it's kind of like yeah teaching them what's fair, how the universe works sometimes, and being with them in their emotions. Like
Mm.
yeah, yeah, that would be yeah. So I would say that this lady's definitely not the asshole.
Yeah, because first of all, no one asked, like the child that missed out
Hmm.
didn't have the audacity to ask, which is good.
Yeah, yeah,
The
absolutely.
parents of that child also didn't ask, which is also good. Like
Hmm.
they're letting natural consequences of, well,
Hmm.
not every player wins a prize.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's, but the other people at the table that were putting the pressure on,
Mm,
I question them because they can't handle someone else's uncomfortableness, that
yeah, yeah,
they want to fawn, if that's
yeah.
part of the fawn
Yeah,
response.
exactly. Yeah, it's
Make it
like
all
to
smooth it
deal with
better,
their
make it all
own
better,
discomfort. Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
because it's showing children, yeah, if you make enough noise, you'll get what you want, which is certainly not what we want to reinforce.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
or for your own child who, yes, they also got another prize, but that doesn't reduce the fact that they won it. And to
Mm,
then, if that Cameron had come to his own decision that I would like to give it,
yeah. Yeah.
that's fine. And I would probably think that's a beautiful thing to do and encourage that should they want to do that.
Yeah. But it did need to
But
come
it
from him. Yeah. Yeah.
his choice,
Yeah.
not to
Yeah.
be made to do that.
I probably would have, as a parent, I would have said, look, you've got a choice here. You can keep it or you can give it to him, but in no way, shape, or form are you pressured to go either way on either. If you
Mm.
feel in your heart that you want to give this to him, then absolutely, and that would be lovely. But if you want to keep it as well, that's absolutely fair as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, to give him the option, and yeah, if he felt that he wanted to, well then lovely. But if not,
Mm.
also lovely.
Mm. Like just
Mm,
because you didn't, I mean, look, they bought the tickets, but they didn't buy the item as
mm,
such. Just to say that just because you've got this thing that
mm.
someone else wants, that it can so easily be taken away from you. I
Yeah.
don't think that's a very good message either.
No, exactly. Yep. Yep. So I think mum has
Yeah.
played this perfectly.
Yeah. One of
Hmm.
the things I read about that is fantastic for getting out of those moments in Kmart when your kid has decided they're obsessed with something
Hmm.
is get them to hold the thing and take a
Hmm.
photo of it and said, we'll show this photo to Santa so he
Hmm.
knows what to bring you.
Yeah.
And that
Yep.
way they feel that there's a chance, or they feel, okay, I've got my photo taken with it. So I've done this with Oscar. He's 12 now, but back a few years ago when he wanted some Batman thing, I can't remember. And I'm
Hmm.
like, I'm not buying this today, mate. This is not happening. But
Hmm.
in my head, I'm going, oh, that I could get him that for
His
Christmas
birthday. Yeah. Yeah.
or birthday or whatever. So I said,
Hmm.
let's take your photo with it. And he quite happily held it up and smiled. And I
Hmm.
got a couple of photos of close in so I could remember what the thing was. So I was like, so when it comes a couple of months later,
Hmm.
you know what to get because there's always
Yeah.
that, oh.
Yeah.
Um, and then he felt like he'd been seen and heard.
Hmm.
He came back and I'm like, do you want to show dad the picture of you with the thing? And he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And he was quite happy looking at it, looking at it. And he came back and looked at his photo of himself with it a couple
Hmm.
more times over the next few days. Then he forgot all about it.
Hmm.
And then I remember, I can't remember it was Christmas or birthday, but there was some reason that I could have bought it for him coming up. And I said to him, oh, like just checking he still actually wanted it. Do you remember that thing? Do you
Mm.
think we should ask Santa for that? And he's like, oh, nah, I don't want it anymore.
Yeah. Wow. There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I think I showed him on the phone. I said, is this still like we could make this happen now if you wanted to? He said, nah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's interesting because kids are
Yeah.
very intense in the moment, obviously,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
they're very resilient and they forget shit
They
real quick
forget
too.
because
Yeah.
it's very in the moment. Yes. And then come a week later, me.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
But
Yeah.
being with them in the moment and like if you're completely ignoring their needs and they're having a tantrum on the floor
Hmm.
and you walk away, that brings up a lot of fear for them. Like, am I
Yeah.
going to lose my mom? Or,
Yeah.
when they start walking off down the
Hmm.
aisles and
Hmm.
or they're feeling unheard. So
Yeah.
making them feel seen and heard, like it's not that you're ignoring them, you're
Mm-hmm.
acknowledging that they really want this thing.
Hmm.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
different if it's a Frodo Frog, right? To like a $40 Batman toy, but
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
it's something,
Yeah. And it's about like when the kid drops in the middle of the aisle and has their tantrum and you walk away, what that's teaching them is like, I'm too much. I need to tone myself down. Like I can't say what I want to say. I'll get
my
it
needs won't be met.
exactly. So
Mm,
that's what that's telling them. But when you're standing there with them and just saying, yep, I'm not playing into this, but you're kind of sitting in the weeds with them. So you're not pandering to it. You're not
but you're
giving
not abandoning them
you're not
either.
abandoning, saying, "Yep, I'm
Yeah.
always going to be here for you. So I'm going to ride this wave out with you." But
Mm.
yeah, you're still not getting what you're after because there's still boundaries. Yeah,
And that's hard to do, and that's uncomfortable, which is
that
why which is why we
and
never
and
did it,
you
right?
and you get the judgmental looks from the parents, going, "What a ratbag kid," and all the things. But yeah, it's about cutting through your own discomfort to what does your child actually need that is
Mm.
going to set them up for life. later on.
Mm,
Yeah. And you're not pandering to them. You're actually just sitting in the weeds with them saying, yeah, I know this freaking sucks, mate. But
mm,
it's life's like that sometimes.
yeah. Or
Mm.
I've done we didn't come here for this today. Our list is X, Y, and Z. Like we've come to buy a birthday present for a kid or something like that.
Yeah.
Like we're not here to buy anything for you today, so we won't be doing that.
Hmm.
However, you can help me choose a present for so and so.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
rephrasing it, like I'm not the bad guy for saying no. It's like the bad guy is the list. That
Yeah.
the list is not
Yes.
for you.
Yeah.
Like taking the onus off it
Yeah,
personally.
yeah, and or a schedule as well. Like the good thing with Ashton with the autism is that there's always a schedule that he needs
Okay.
to follow. And when he wants to do something, it's like, oh, look, I want to do that, but look, the schedule says we need to
Mm,
do this now. So yeah,
hmm.
you can kind of push it onto schedule's the bad guy, not me. The schedule says
Yeah.
we need to do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, Mum paid that perfectly well, I think.
I think so too.
Mm.
So I I've asked my kids to share amongst themselves before, again, for my own, probably to avoid my own discomfort of
Oh,
one
yeah.
missing out and
Mm-hmm.
one getting two things.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
um,
Oh,
so I
look,
think I've done that myself within the
oh,
family, but never to another.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We're all guilty of it because we don't
Oh,
know better at the time as well. And sometimes we just don't have the friggin' emotional wherewithal to deal with it in that moment. Like we might have slept terribly the night
yeah,
before, we just don't
yeah,
have the resilience to deal with it. So, compassion and forgiveness for yourself as well, if and when you have ever done it,
yeah,
100% as well. Like, yeah, it's not easy bloody being a parent, that's for sure.
yeah. And
Mm.
yeah, what I wish I knew then, what I know now.
Oh my God, we're going to be great grandparents. We're
Yeah,
going to be brilliant grandparents.
right.
Yeah, but I don't know if Ashton would ever have children, but I don't know if my Lila will ever have kids. She reckons she's not, so I've made it look too hard apparently.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So Charlie regularly says to me, I'm only going to have one kid. I hate the way multiple kid families fight, meaning, because we've got
Yeah,
three kids.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't like this at all. I'm only going to have one kid. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then
love.
you have the one kid, and the one kid's like, oh, I wish I had some siblings. And it's like, so you never get it right anyway. You'll never get it right. Yeah. Just do the best you can with what you got.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's all we're ever trying to do.
Absolutely. Cool beans.
All
Yeah.
right.
Well, it's been an hour, my friend. So it
I
probably should
know.
be done. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Cool.
We
All
like
right.
our new theme song. No, should we go back to our regular scheduled
Yeah,
theme
yeah,
song
we
next
better
week? That
we
was
better
our 20th
Century
special. Thank you.
Fox. Our
20th
20.
Century Fox for our 20th show. There's that.
That's right. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. All good. Yeah. But we'll go back to bronze and the bronnies and the what are they called? The velours?
I can't, yeah, something
I
like
think
that.
so.
They're
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Brilliant.
Kate
Yeah.
and someone else. Bron, Kate. Oh, sorry.
That's
Help
all
us
right.
out, Bron. Who are
Yeah.
you guys?
Drop a link in the page. Let us know.
Yeah.
Mm, absolutely. All
So
good.
thank you for being with us. Thank you for spending your time with us. We do love to serve. Come to us with scenarios, questions.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
Mm-hmm.
guys want to hear from? You
Absolutely.
love
And
listening to us unscripted.
yep. And if you want coaching as well, Amelia has got one-on-one spots available.
Yep.
I have got my Self-Care Matters program that is starting on the 11th of November, which is a 4-week group coaching program. Love group coaching because like you will get insights from other people that you thought, oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
So one-on-one spaces are really, really good because they get into the real nits and grits around your particular scenario. But when you
Specificities.
actually share the experience with other people as well, you realize that A1, you're not on your own, which
Mhm.
is half the battle one. And yeah, you get a lot more insights because people
Mm,
will ask questions that you're like, oh, that's actually a really good question. And
mm.
you get me on the spot as well. So I'll be going through content and you bring something up and I will just coach you through it in that moment as well. So yeah, group programs are amazing as well. So yeah, any of those things, get on into it. Send us
Excellent.
a DM.
Yes.
Yeah. All good. All righty.
Great.
Signing off now. Adios.
Okay. Adios. And we will see you in a few weeks.
Yeah. Brilliant. Bye.
Bye.